procrastination is simply laziness. But psychology tells us a very different story. Procrastination is not a problem of laziness. It is a problem of managing emotions. According to psychologist Piers Steel, procrastination is the voluntary delay of an intended course of action despite expecting to be worse off because of the delay. In other words, we know delaying will hurt us, yet we do it anyway. Why? To answer that question, let's imagine a university student named Sarah. Sarah has an assignment due next week. She knows it is important. She plans to begin today. But when she sits down to work, she suddenly feels overwhelmed. The assignment looks difficult. She worries that she may not do it well. Instead of starting, she opens YouTube just for 5 minutes. Then she checks social media. Hours pass, and she tells herself she will begin tomorrow. What happened? Did Sarah become lazy? No. Her brain chose immediate emotional comfort over long-term success. Psychologists call this emotion regulation. When a task makes us feel anxious, bored, uncertain, or frustrated, our brain searches for activities that provide immediate relief. Watching videos, scrolling through social media, chatting with friends, or cleaning the room temporarily reduces those uncomfortable feelings. Unfortunately, the assignment is still waiting. Tomorrow, it feels even more stressful than before. This creates a vicious cycle. Delay leads to guilt. Guilt increases anxiety. Anxiety makes the task feel even harder. The harder the task feels, the more we delay it. This cycle continues until the deadline forces us to act. One of the most influential explanations for procrastination is Piers Steele's temporal motivation theory. This theory suggests that motivation depends on 4 factors. First, expectancy. This is your belief that you can succeed. If you think you will fail, your motivation decreases. Second, value. Tasks that feel meaningful or enjoyable increase motivation. Third, impulsiveness. The more easily distracted you are, the more likely you are to procrastinate. Finally, delay. Rewards that are far in the future feel less motivating than rewards available right now. Imagine you have 2 choices. Choice 1. Study for an exam that is 3 weeks away. Choice 2. Watch entertaining videos that provide immediate enjoyment. Your rational mind knows studying is the better choice. However, your emotional brain prefers the immediate reward. This tendency is also explained by behavioral economics through a concept called hyperbolic discounting. People naturally place greater value on immediate rewards than future rewards, even when the future reward is much larger. This is why eating cake now often feels more attractive than improving your health months later. The same principle explains why checking social media feels easier than writing a research paper. Research consistently shows that procrastination is associated with lower academic performance, increased stress, poorer mental health, reduced productivity, and lower life satisfaction. Students who procrastinate often experience higher levels of anxiety before exams. Employees who delay important tasks may experience greater work stress and reduced performance. In everyday life, procrastination can affect finances, health, relationships, and personal growth. It is important to understand that procrastination is not always caused by poor time management. Many people know exactly what they should do. The real challenge is managing uncomfortable emotions. Fear of failure, perfectionism, self-doubt, boredom, anxiety. These emotional experiences often drive procrastination more than the task itself. Fortunately, psychology also offers effective solutions. The first strategy is called the 5-minute rule. Instead of telling yourself to finish the entire project, commit to working for only 5 minutes. Starting is often the hardest part. Once you begin, continuing becomes much easier. Second, break large tasks into very small steps. Instead of writing, "Complete my thesis," begin with "Open the document," or write 1 paragraph. Small victories create momentum. Third, remove distractions. Silence unnecessary notifications. Keep your phone away while working. Create an environment that makes focused work easier. Fourth, practice self-compassion. Many people criticize themselves for procrastinating. Ironically, Harsh self-criticism increases stress and makes procrastination even worse. Treat yourself with understanding instead of punishment. Finally, remember that progress is more important than perfection. Waiting for the perfect moment often means waiting forever. The best time to start is usually now, even if your first step is imperfect. Today's lesson is simple. Procrastination is not a character flaw. It is a psychological process influenced by emotions, motivation, expectations, and our preference for immediate rewards. Understanding why we procrastinate is the first step toward overcoming it. In future videos, we will explore why students procrastinate before exams, why employees delay important work, how perfectionism fuels procrastination, and what neuroscience tells us about the brain during procrastination. If you enjoyed this evidence-based psychology content, subscribe to the channel and join us as we explore the science behind human behavior. Remember, you don't have to finish everything today. You only have to begin.